All right, I guess I'll try this live again this week. Well, not necessarily again this week. We did the first episode 1 of Dinner and a Movie. We did the live whiteboard, and last week we got a bit of a re-upload. And guess you're just getting a recap here tonight. I don't know. All day and leading up to this night, I was like, I already got a recap of that show. Damn it, I've heard that show multiple times. But once, like as soon as that sample in a jar started, I was full on back in. And they wasted no time getting right to the jams, you know. And even though that was a bit of a tease, you know, I wouldn't say this was some wild, crazy sample in a jar, but the fact that it jammed at all was saying something. So, we kind of probably assumed back then that jam filled, we're going to get some jams tonight. Probably did not see a sample in a jar opener starting the night out, but it was just a bit of a tease. You know, a tease until song 2, Lawn Boy. Kind of feel like everything's been said about this Lawn Boy. You know, not much else to say. Yes, it was indeed awesome. Probably lived up to all the hype. I've listened. I guess it's maybe been a year or so since I listened to this. You know, it had some hard moments, had its moments like, oh, this is a full-on Felicity jam. Then around the 15-minute mark, it's like, Trey has acquired the Soul Stone. Then eventually Lawn Boy does wrap it up. It seemed like it was forever, but finally it had to finish. Goes into my friend. We would not get the evil finish in my friend, but even my friend got a bit of a jam. You know, they backed it off a little bit. You know, I mean, I know it seems like they can do this at will why don't they just do this every night? Well, I'm pretty sure it's fucking impossible to do that every night. You know, the fact that they pulled it off this night, very impressive. Even my friend, but they had to save a little bit of the improvisational fuel for the second set. We got Stash and Jen ending the first set. Two pretty much bangers every time, especially Jen. Stash, chaotic as always, you know. That's it. It's just the way it's going to be. But it stayed within Stash. Same thing with Bathtub Jen. You know, there's never really a bad Bathtub Gin, but a baker's dozen Bathtub Gin. Maybe give it a 2 thumbs up there. But again, stayed within Gin, but that's all right. Like I said, they needed to save a little fuel for the second half of the night. And then we got to the very end of the night. Apparently, they were on empty. Just went into full-on chomper fuel to get them through the end. So, although the entire show was amazing, probably the first set was probably even more amazing than the second set. So we start out with Faygo, starting out the second set. They were really on that Fuego, as if there's a W there. You know, it's either Faygo or Fuego, not this Fuego nonsense. So anyhow, and then at one point near the end of the jam, it's kind of calming down. I'm like, ooh, that sounds a little cool. That little like circular thing. It's like, I don't know, just something little Trey was doing. It felt like a circular sound. Then I realized, oh, wait, shit, this is Thread. You know, I'm not real down with Thread yet. I like Thread. I like it now. I liked it then. I think I said then, and I'm going to say it now, Thread just did not belong in this show. I'm like one of them geezers down south that would never give a freshman my vote for the Heisman Trophy. Thread, you got to earn this, you rookie. And, look, man, maybe Thread will now that it's officially been on an album, maybe we'll get some more Threads. Maybe Thread will have some legendary moments. We'll look back on it in 20 years. Probably all still be listening to Phish in 20 years. Fucking 40 years. Probably till we die, basically. So then finally Thread wraps it up. We get into Crosseyed and Painless. One last just monster for the night. Even got to a point, you know, I felt like it was kind of slowing down a little bit. You know, like, okay, well, maybe this jam's not going to be too wild. It was not the ending. That was just the ending of the first part of the jam. They move on to the second part of the jam. Finally, Mike Gordon. Felt like all night, man. Just, you know, obviously Fishman's the man, but it was just a lot of Trey and Page. And then Mike really starts to stand out toward the end of the Cross-Eyed and Painless jam. Somewhere in there, you know, I was like, Trey has acquired yet another stone. He had 2 stones by the end of the night, but then Makisupa shows up, kind of calls a halt to the whole thing. You know, there's a bust here. The jams are all over. They did get in one last end jam with the end of session. That was the equivalent of the cops come, they bust up your party, and they let you finish that last beer. So that's what End of Session was. And then, you know, at that point, I mean, they played some more songs, but really, it was just all chomper filler at that point, like Cavern, Julius, Tuesday or something. I don't know. But does not matter. All the way up through End of Session, boom. And I guess that's pretty much the recap. So, I don't know, should we continue live here? So, if you're one of the people that's going to tune in tomorrow in the morning or sometime in the future, I guess that's the end of the recap there. You can go. Now, I will read some questions and comments, and who knows how long this sucker will go. guess we shall see. Oh, and feel free to stick around. You don't have to leave. I'm just figuring most people don't want to, you know. So what we got over here? Hey, what's up, dude? We got a few people tuned in live. Got Randy, Mr. Mullencolly, of course. Telluride Man, who's not Telluride. All right, Judo, Craig, John, Faygo. So what's up? I guess I could read your comments and questions, not just your names. You know you're here. Alrighty. Hey, what's up, Vandana? Dale? The Gringo Loco's back in the house. Alright, so I assume everybody pretty much liked this show, right? How about that Julius? I don't know, man. Didn't even really hear the Julius. Was already thinking about the recap. Then I was thinking, should I tell that offensive Makisupa joke? Nope. Alright, guys. Well, yeah, I know, really, man. What is not to like? Alright. I don't know. See, it feels weird like this whatever I just did feels weird. Hey, what's up, Mike? You know, these live streams that I've been doing here for the last month or so. I appreciate that, Trey. Thank you. Appreciate you picking that, Julius, just for me. I like the Studio Mercury. I like Live Mercury. Studio Steam, I might need some more convincing. It might just be my own stubbornness. 9 years of really not being a Steam guy. I can't all of a sudden flip, can I? How do you flip? I had to talk to a politician. How to publicly orchestrate a flip-flop. Cool, man. Uh-oh. See, we got some Bruce buffering over here. This is what happened the other night and all hell broke loose. All right, guys. Well, maybe we don't need to go live the full 9 yards tonight. Maybe I can just say goodbye to everybody. And, yep, saw him there, Chris. That's the official Trey. It's the real Trey. Never, Trey. Never, ever. Occasionally make fun of your hair, but come on. Am I really a guy that should be making fun of anything? It's officially over, Patrick. Mike, thanks. Judo, peace out. I'll see you guys soon. Boom. Hey, man, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave, but I don't want this to turn into another 90-minute fucking recap. Later, Trey. Thanks for coming to Dayton, dude. Although that bit about how everybody's so fucking nice, you're living in a dream world, buddy. You're a rock star. Of course, they're nice to you. All right, I love you guys. Boom. See you tomorrow night, live, late night. We're out of here.